So, perfection is no excuse for not finishing. This is the lesson that I got from one of my recent experiences where, we were given a corporate training assignment wherein, we would have to go and teach their employees on the tech stack that we work on, front end web development. And we have it around 2 weeks to prepare for the assignment. Now, I spent the whole 2 weeks preparing, but to say the obvious, bulk of the preparation was done in the last 2 days. And by the end of the time, I finished it at 3 a.m. just the day before the lecture. Or on the day of the lecture, I had to go and deliver at 9, and I finished it at 3 a.m. And I was only, up till that point, I was only prepared enough for the first lecture now. And when I went there, standing there on stage teaching these people who were almost double my age at the time, I completely blew it, to be honest. I was literally shaking, had a fever. And so the second lecture I had to outsource it. I had a partner who was going and taking those lectures with me, and so I gave him the lead role, and I acted as a support role on the second lecture. And third lecture, I took the time to recuperate, and third lecture came in a topic which was really my stronghold, which I knew inside and out. So basically, I prepared that topic in 1 day. And I had a dry run wherein I gave that lecture in practice first to a couple of people who were also the stakeholders in the whole scenario. And it went very well, so much so that they were literally blown. And so when I went and delivered, that went really well too, and that sort of gave me the confidence that, okay, yes, I can do it. I blew the first lecture, could not take the second one, but now I think I'm in the zone and I can deliver. Now, point is, if somebody had asked me at 3 a.m. on the day of the lecture, are you prepared? Is it ready? Are you ready to go there, go in and give that lecture? I would have definitely said, no, hell no, I need at least 5 more days to prepare so that I can be ready. But those 5 days would have made no difference whatsoever. So, I I wanted to perfect the process before going out, but that would not have made any difference, and I would have still blown the first day. Probably still had to outsource the second day, and the third day would have gone equally well without any preparation. So, does that mean that if it is all going to work out like it is, so what is the point of perfecting things? Why not just ship junk? Well, I'm not saying that you cannot ship junk, because if that is the kind of person that you are, then you're probably watching the wrong person's video. But point is, I definitely do not recommend that you ship junk, but then you perfect it as much as you can until the deadline. But when you hit the deadline, it's time to go live. Do not push the deadline in the name of perfection, because you do not know how things are going to pan out. You do not know whether you're perfecting the things that are important, or you're just wasting your time on unimportant on so-called perfecting the unimportant things. So it's just a waste of time. You don't know that. So idea is perfect as much as you can within the deadline, and then go live, and keep room for iteration. Yeah, that's for today's video. Hope you like it. Thank you. Bye bye.